Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead. Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Let's go. Now ETN to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the option, here's ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Ready? Steady Rangers, steady Rangers.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Straight ahead, ETN. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and he gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
They'll send Brown in motion right. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the fourth down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Play fake. Murray. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. I'm not flying. Stop below 18.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left.
18 Rattlers. Warriors 17.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Murray now on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them. That big play right there.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8.
The Jaguars take over a first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
Mixon with a first down carry. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The 71 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw is Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On On second down, here's Mixon. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
But first down, Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown.
Finding space at the 40.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Beckham goes in motion left.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A final shot before half for Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And some room to work. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
121 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kyler Murray, a 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Browns continue to pull playoff surprises. They lead big here on the road.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.